On October 14, 2012, Felix Baumgartner stood on the edge of space, ready to do what no human had ever done before. His goal was simple but terrifying: to be the first person to break the sound barrier with his own body, outside of an aircraft. But up here, the rules of physics are different, and one mistake meant he wasn't coming home. Just getting out the door was a battle. His pressurized suit weighed nearly 100 pounds, making every movement exhausted. He had to execute a perfect dive. In the stratosphere, there's almost no air. That means there's no wind resistance to push against. If he jumped wrong and started rotating, there was no air to slow him down. He would just spin faster and faster until he died. He steps into the void. Gravity takes over instantly. Because the air is so thin, he accelerates like a bullet. Exactly 34 seconds into the freefall, it happens. Felix hits 843 miles per hour. He shatters the sound barrier. For a moment, he is traveling faster than the speed of sound, completely silent to the world watching below. But then, the nightmare scenario begins. He enters the deadly spin. Despite his mental preparation, the lack of air means he can't stabilize. The spin gets faster and faster. Felix is fighting for his life. He is frantically moving his arms, trying to catch any air he can to counteract the rotation. At this moment, the record didn't matter. The mission had changed from breaking history to surviving the fall. The danger was horrific. At this speed, a flat spin creates extreme G-forces. If it continues, the blood is forced away from the center of your body and into your head. The pressure can literally force the blood out through your eyeballs. It is a fatal condition called Redout. Felix had a failsafe. Attached to his hand was a device called a G-Wiz. If the G-forces got too high, this machine would automatically fire a drogue parachute to stop the spin. But Felix knew if that chute fired, the record attempt was over. He would slow down too much. He had to trick the machine. He fought the G-forces manually, forcing his body into a position that tricked the G-Wiz into thinking he was stable. It worked. He regained control on his own. As he plummeted into the thicker atmosphere, the air resistance returned. His suit depressurized and began flapping violently against his skin. Watch the background. He sees the terrifying black void of space slowly fade into the blue sky of Earth. He pulls the cord. Smoke flares pop from his boots, showing the ground crew the wind direction. He opens his visor. For the first time in hours, he breathes regular oxygen. He sticks the landing. Felix Baumgartner had fallen from the heavens, outran sound, and lived to tell the tale.